It's here. You didn't just wake up in a weird mood. Something moved in the dark while you were asleep, and now it's crawling through your system like electricity through old wires. This isn't a bad day. This isn't just a mood swing. This is the sun crashing into Taurus like a freight train, and everything inside you just took a hit. That heavy feeling in your bones. It's not burnout. It's your spirit recalibrating. You're not broken. You're being rewired. It's like the universe just flipped the breaker switch, and your body knows it before your mind even gets the memo. Energy doesn't just move, it invades. And right now, it's taking over. Ever felt the sky watching you, like the air itself knows your name? Lately, you've probably noticed weird timing, thinking about someone, and they instantly show up, or symbols popping up again and again like they're trying to say something. They are. These aren't just coincidences. These are breadcrumbs from the unseen, and they're leading somewhere big. Energy doesn't lie. It whispers first, then it roars. And right now, it's starting to roar. Think of a snake shedding its skin, not because it wants to, but because it has to. That's what your soul is doing right now. If you're not paying attention, you'll miss what this shift is trying to show you. And if you miss it, you'll fall behind, because this energy waits for no one. Don't ignore the signs. Don't sleep on your own transformation, like subscribe and drop the number 77 in the comments if you feel something shifting deep inside you. Help spread the word, because this isn't just a message. It's a warning. Now let's talk about what just happened, because Taurus didn't walk in quietly. It came in like thunder wrapped in silk, and now that it's here, it's not asking politely. It's rearranging the furniture in your soul. You might think things feel off, but that's just the surface. Underneath, the tectonic plates of your life are shifting, slowly, powerfully, without asking. The sun in Taurus isn't a gentle breeze. It's the slow, unstoppable push of a glacier, quiet, massive, and absolutely impossible to ignore once it reaches your doorstep. It doesn't matter if you're a die-hard skeptic, a zodiac junkie, or someone who's never checked a horoscope in your life. This isn't about belief. It's about resonance. Taurus moves through matter, and matter makes you. Right now, the earth itself is speaking, and not in poetry, in pressure, in pull. Taurus is ancient. It's bones and skin energy. It doesn't talk through feelings. It talks through your spine, your muscles, your cravings, your restlessness. It drags you out of your spinning thoughts and slams you back into your body. And when it does, you remember, oh, I live here. For some, this energy creeps in like a haunting. It shows up in dreams, in forgotten memories, in the way you suddenly can't shake the feeling that something is watching you, but not with malice, with intent, as if life itself is observing your next move. And maybe it is, because for others, this same force feels like an upgrade, a strange and sacred invitation to step into a version of yourself you've never dared to imagine. You're doing something ordinary, folding laundry, waiting in traffic, walking past the same streetlight, and suddenly it hits, the color of the sky, the way a shadow falls, the crack in the sidewalk. It feels loaded, like a message tucked into the fabric of the world, just for you. That's not a coincidence. That's Taurus energy fine-tuning your perception, tuning you like an old radio to the frequency of now. It's not emotional, it's elemental. You're not just feeling things, you're becoming aware. Taurus doesn't shout. It sharpens your senses until the mundane becomes mystical. It won't hit you like a hurricane. It'll shift you the way roots break concrete. Slow, steady, undeniable. This is the season where beauty becomes a compass, and not the flashy, filtered kind. We're talking the kind of beauty that hides in plain sight. The The chipped mug you can't let go of, the way sunlight dances across dust, the sound of silence after a long day. This isn't aesthetic, it's sacred. Taurus teaches that the divine lives in the tangible, and that's what's happening now. The universe isn't asking you to chase anything, it's daring you to notice what's already here. But you've got to be tuned in, because if you're not, this energy will pass like a shadow, and you'll miss the door it just opened. And trust me, you want to walk through that door, because once you do, the world doesn't look the same. The ordinary becomes sacred, and the sacred, it becomes unmistakable. A single ray of light slicing across your bedroom wall at 3:42 p.m. It can be a cosmic event if your soul is tuned to the right station. Not because the light changed, but because you did. You're not losing focus. You're not zoning out. You're syncing with something older than time. That long pause when your eyes land on the shape of a tree branch, or when your fingers brush a cool, smooth stone and linger just a second longer, that's not distraction. That's realignment. People rush through life thinking they're supposed to be doing more, grinding harder, running faster. But Taurus steps in like a whisper and says, "Be still." Not because stillness is lazy, but because stillness is where the magic lives. It's where the nervous system stops buzzing like static and starts remembering what it feels like to breathe. You're not slowing down, you're recalibrating. Earth energy brings you back into rhythm, not with the clock, but with the heartbeat of the planet. And when that happens, reality itself begins to bend. Little things start shifting. Conversations feel different. Rooms feel different. Even you feel different in your own skin. But here's where it gets wild. As your awareness sharpens, so does your inner compass. You'll hear someone speak. Maybe they're rambling, maybe it's just noise. But suddenly your body tightens, like an invisible alarm just went off. It's not panic, it's not fear, it's clarity. A deep, wordless knowing that what's being said isn't real, isn't aligned, isn't you. But instead of reacting, you go still. You don't need to debate, you don't need to defend, because Taurus doesn't do drama, it does truth. Silent, rooted, immovable truth. Like a mountain that doesn't bother arguing with the wind, that kind of knowing is unshakable. And this is the gift hiding inside the discomfort. You're learning to trust the voice that doesn't use words. You're learning to listen with your whole body, not just your ears. This is Taurus taking over your senses, teaching you that the most powerful form of wisdom doesn't shout, it hums. Right now it may feel subtle, barely there. But make no mistake, this is a takeover. The kind that doesn't come with fireworks. It comes with alignment, with groundedness so deep it feels like you've been reunited with something ancient inside you. So if you're feeling pulled to silence, pulled to nature, pulled to stillness, don't resist. Lean in, because this isn't just some cosmic weather update. This is the Earth calling you home. And once you start answering that call, the silence hits differently. It's not emptiness, it's presence. It's your spirit saying, "I'm no longer matching that noise. I'm tuning into something higher." Silence isn't surrender. It's power in its rawest, most refined form. The kind that doesn't beg to be heard. The kind that just is. And under this Taurus sun, you're not just absorbing that power, you're becoming it. Slowly, steadily, this energy is building something sacred in you. Energetic authority. That's the quiet strength to feel distortion in the room and not feel the need to fix it. The grace to hold so much truth inside your field that people start realigning just by standing near you. You're not debating, you're not proving, you're simply being, and that's what shifts the atmosphere. You might find yourself walking away mid-conversation, not because you're cold, but because your body has become a tuning fork and it can't resonate with false frequencies anymore. You may notice your face go blank, your eyes soften into that far-off gaze, while someone talks about things that just don't click with your spirit. You're not angry, you're just gone, already disengaged, already on another wavelength. And here's the beautiful twist. People feel it. They won't be able to name it, but they'll know something just changed. That's the power of silent recalibration. That's Taurus energy upgrading your field, not for show, but for sovereignty. True strength? It's when your boundaries no longer need words. They echo in your presence. You become the line no one crosses, not because you said so, but because your energy already decided. Even on the days you feel a little off, no sleep, messy hair, old clothes, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror and something clicks. Not ego, not vanity. Just this quiet, rooted knowing. I'm here. I'm real. And I belong in this skin. It's not about how you look. It's about how you see. Taurus doesn't hand you a glow-up. It hands you back your vision, the kind that stops looking for flaws and starts seeing beauty where you once saw brokenness. That voice in your head that used to scan every detail for imperfection. It's going quiet now, replaced by something softer, something like self-respect, maybe even self-love. And this isn't the kind of confidence that walks into the room demanding attention. This is the kind that doesn't need to be seen to feel real. This is embodiment, when your body stops being a problem to fix and starts being a partner on the path. The kind of grounded knowing that says, I'm not becoming someone, I've finally arrived. And that is Taurus, the embodiment, the rootedness, the full return to self. But here's the thing. Once you land in yourself, really land, your nervous system starts doing something wild. It finally accepts your presence, not your potential, not your future self. You as you are, right now. And that moment, it's seismic. Suddenly, compliments don't bounce off. They sink in. Clothes you've worn 100 times start to feel like they actually belong on you. Your reflection doesn't glare back with edits and criticisms. It softens, it aligns, because now it's not reflecting society's checklist, it's matching your frequency. And that changes everything. Yes, it's going to feel strange at first. Liking yourself without tweaking something, without earning it, that's not just rare, it's radical. It's a quiet revolution happening in your mirror, in your breath, in the way you walk into a room and don't shrink to fit. You expand, slowly, steadily, like a field reclaiming space after a storm. And here's the beautiful paradox. Once you genuinely like what you see, you stop needing to explain why you're enough. Someone asks why you didn't respond fast enough, or questions your thoughts, or looks for some elaborate backstory behind your piece. And suddenly, you feel no urge to explain. Not because you're trying to be mysterious or rebellious, but because the urge simply isn't there anymore. Taurus doesn't clarify to be liked. It doesn't shout to be heard. It doesn't audition. It simply is. And that kind of presence, it rewires everything. That itch to overperform, to prove, to be the loudest one in the room. It's dissolving. Melting like ice under sunlight, you'll find yourself doing less and being more. And the wild part? It works. Because the Taurus blueprint doesn't seek approval, it stands in truth. And truth doesn't hustle. It attracts. Silence becomes magnetic. Stillness becomes power. And suddenly, people start leaning in. They feel something in your field, even if they don't understand it. They respond to your groundedness. That's real presence, the kind that shifts dynamics without a word. And just as you start trusting your own rhythm, something crazy happens. Reality starts bending around you, not because you're trying harder, but because your signal is cleaner. Your field is more focused, more aligned, more you. Thoughts that used to get stuck in your head, now they leak into reality. That thing you were thinking about shows up in a conversation. That place you dreamed of gets mentioned in passing. That idea you whispered to yourself blooms into something real. It's not magic, it's resonance. But here's the catch, and Taurus always comes with one. A cleaner field is a more sensitive field. The universe is listening now. Every thought, every hidden belief, even the ones you don't say out loud, they're being picked up like signals through the soil. That quiet doubt you buried, the fear you thought you silenced, the old pattern you stopped speaking about but never fully released, it's all still broadcasting. Accidental manifestation is real. Because Taurus doesn't just echo your desires, it mirrors your undercurrents. It reflects the parts of you that hum in the background when no one's watching. Even the quietest emotions carry a frequency now. Even the whispers matter. So this isn't the time to just think pretty thoughts and hope for the best. This is the time to clean the roots, to notice what's hiding beneath the surface. Because Taurus energy doesn't build castles in the sky, it builds sanctuaries in the soil. And if what's buried isn't clean, what grows will carry the residue. What you plant now will echo through everything. The energy has shifted. The ground is fertile. The only question is, what's really growing in your field? And sometimes the answer shows up in the places you least expect, like a quiet ache that catches you mid-scroll. You're moving through your day, and there it is, someone's post. They're glowing. They're in love. They're on a trip, dancing in the sun, looking like everything you told yourself you didn't need. And suddenly, ache. Not loud, just a tug under the ribs. A soft, wordless pulse of something. You try to brush it off, but it lingers. This isn't about being petty. This isn't just jealousy. This is spiritual intel. Taurus doesn't just bring desires to the surface. It holds up a mirror to what you've buried. That ache? That's your soul showing you a part of yourself that's been starving. The version of you that got shelved, talked down, sacrificed in the name of being realistic. And now it's knocking, not with shame, with clarity. Maybe it's not their life you envy. Maybe it's the part of your life you silenced to survive. That softness, that boldness, that wild, unedited joy you convinced yourself you didn't need. And Taurus doesn't let that slide anymore. This energy is precise, grounded. It doesn't point to what's flashy. It points to what's true. So when you feel that ache, don't look away. Don't numb it. Study it. Jealousy is often just suppressed longing dressed in shame. But if you decode it, it becomes a map. A signal flare from your higher self saying, over here, this is what we lost. This is what we still want. What lights you up in others isn't always a threat. It's a breadcrumb trail, a compass back to what your spirit came here to embody. Taurus doesn't want you to watch from the sidelines. It wants you to step in, fully, fiercely, physically. This isn't some airy, wishful thinking shift. This is a full-body rewrite, the kind that seeps into your bones, that rearranges your cravings, your tolerance, your boundaries. Suddenly, settling feels unbearable. Pretending feels impossible. You're not just thinking new thoughts. You're becoming someone who can no longer lie to themselves. And that ache, it's no longer just something you feel. It's something you follow. Because Taurus teaches you this. The soul doesn't scream. It pulls, gently, repeatedly, until one day you realize the thing you've been aching for isn't outside you. It's just been waiting for permission to return. So give it that permission. Let the ache speak. Let the longing lead. because this is your blueprint coming back online, not for who you should be, but for who you already are, beneath the noise. And now, with the sun officially entering Taurus, that deeper version of you is being called to the surface. Whether your mind has caught up or not, your body, your energy, your nervous system, they already know. The shift isn't coming, it's here. You're not just feeling off or different, you're being redirected. Life is pointing you away from the loop and toward the lane you were actually meant to be in. The fiery charge of Aries, bold, fast, impulsive, it lit the match. It got you moving. But that season is over now. The spark was never meant to be the whole fire. Taurus steps in to build the flame that lasts. This isn't about chasing the next thing. It's about committing to the thing you already asked for. The dream, the healing, the connection, the boundary, the self-respect. Taurus energy comes in and says, "You said you wanted this. So why are you still walking away from it?" So maybe you're feeling a little more rooted right now, or maybe you're suddenly cracked open, tender, emotional, overwhelmed by things you can't even name. That's okay. That's part of the realignment. Some people feel peace, others feel pressure. Both are valid. Because Taurus doesn't just bring comfort, it brings truth, and truth has weight. But here's the key. This isn't about avoiding the symptoms. It's about noticing them, so they don't sneak in through the back door and start making choices on your behalf. That restlessness, that tightness in your chest, that new craving to do things differently even if it scares you, all of it is intel. You just have to slow down enough to listen. Because Taurus doesn't move fast. It moves with intention. It doesn't ask, what can you manifest? It asks, what can you sustain? Anyone can start something, but can you hold it? Can you nurture it? Can you show up for it again and again, especially when no one's watching? This season is about building what lasts. And for that, there's no skipping steps, no bypassing the inner work, no more flirting with the idea of your potential. You're either in or you're out. And that might sound intense, but it's actually liberating. Because the moment you stop running, stop doubting, stop bouncing between distractions, is the moment your life clicks into place. If you're ready to follow through, to ground your vision into something real, this might be the moment everything starts to stick. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about finally backing the person you already are. Because Taurus doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for presence. And presence is where your power lives. So now that you know Taurus season is all about rooting into truth, committing to your path, and aligning your energy, the natural question becomes, should you do any rituals during this time? And if so, what kind? The answer? Yes, but not just any ritual. This isn't the time for flashy spells or chaotic intention setting fueled by anxiety. Taurus energy isn't impressed by theatrics. It wants substance. It wants simplicity, consistency, and presence. So if you're going to do rituals, let them be quiet. Let them be slow. Let them mean something. Start with the body. Taurus rules the physical realm, so the most powerful ritual you can do right now is treat your body like it matters. Nourish it, move it, rest it. That's not laziness, it's spiritual maintenance. Something as simple as lighting a candle, sitting in silence for 5 minutes, and breathing deeply into your belly is enough. Don't underestimate how sacred the simple can be. Make your home your altar. Clean your space. Touch everything with love. Taurus thrives in environments that feel beautiful and stable. Not perfect, but intentionally cared for. Burn incense. Play music that makes your nervous system melt. Drink tea like it's a holy act. Let your rituals be woven into your real life. Ritual doesn't have to look mystical. Sometimes it looks like folding your laundry with a calm heart. Money is also Taurus territory, so take a look at how you're relating to it. This is a powerful time for small financial rituals, checking your accounts without panic, setting money aside with gratitude, blessing your wallet, honoring your resources. It's not about the number, it's about the energy you bring to it. Taurus wants you to feel safe in the material world. And here's what not to do. Don't force anything. Don't rush clarity. Don't demand results. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus doesn't chase, she attracts. So don't do a ritual from a place of desperation. That energy won't land. Don't try to manifest things you're not ready to actually hold. Be honest with yourself. Also, don't clutter your energy with 10 different intentions. Choose one. One thing you truly want to nourish and commit to. Taurus doesn't multitask, it roots. Pick one area of your life, your health, your creativity, your relationships, and pour your presence into it like sacred water on dry soil. And above all, don't ignore your body. If you're exhausted, rest is your ritual. If you're hungry for beauty, go find it in something natural and real. Don't just sit and visualize your dream life. Go sweep your floor with reverence. Go slow cook a meal and eat it in silence. Taurus doesn't dream in the clouds, it dreams in the dirt. It wants your dreams to have weight. This season is about building something that lasts. So whatever ritual you choose, make it real, make it yours, and make it something you can return to, not just today, but every day you want to remember who you really are. So here's the bottom line. Taurus season isn't just a vibe, it's a shift. A deep, earthy invitation to come back to yourself, build what lasts, and stop running from what you truly want. If you've been feeling the pull, the pressure, or the strange peace, trust it. You're not imagining this. If this message hit something real inside you, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop the number 77 in the comments to show you're claiming this energy. Let's spread this awareness. Someone out there needs to hear it. Your alignment is the signal. Keep tuning in.